Hey everybody, welcome back to Vestaangelstarot Tarot INC. This is going to be your Vesta scope for today, or if you want to call it like a daily message, for October 8th, 2019. Remember that time is fluid. You can always go back and watch this video at another time. I do follow Vedic Sidereal for my channel, and this still is a general reading, okay? It is for all Zodiac signs. So I'm so sorry about being late for today's Vestascope. I usually put it out a couple of hours earlier than this, but I am so exhausted from channeling so much of your messages for the y'all bi-weeklies, and it just really took a toll on me. Staying up all night, early in the morning, trying to get rest in between, you know, doing household stuff in between that. I just was really tired, okay? So the people, I have a couple of people also waiting on personal readings. I will take care of those today. So just be looking out in your email for the link to your video, okay? Ooh, okay. It gave me two. It took a while, too. All right. Well, you know, with Vedic Sidereal, I really don't partake in Pluto, but I believe Pluto is being active for Western astrology. Okay, so this is why this is coming up. Resurrect, to get to the heart of the matter, a do or die moment, something you must do, the need for control issues, a power struggle. So a lot of you may be actually going through that right now. You know, even though I follow Vedic Sidereal and I don't deal with outer planets, that doesn't mean that it's not happening, okay? The transition of everything for Pluto. Well, not surprised to see Saturn. Now, I mess with Saturn, okay? Saturn in the North Node. Okay, so Saturn is direct, so not surprised to see that, okay? Right now, Saturn is governing us to be more realistic, okay? To be more realistic about things, to be concerned about. You must wait. Maturity that brings caution and limits opposed. North Node is have faith in, do not worry. I believe that it's like K2, spirituality. Now is the time, and there will be benefit from. Now, I could do a reading just on this alone, okay? Now, K2 and Saturn is going to be both like North Node and South Node, okay? I believe North Node is kind of like K2, which is spirituality. That's why the granting of spirituality, or K2, the North Node is saying to have faith, okay? Do not worry. Now is the time. You will have benefit from. But then you got Saturn here that's saying you need to be more realistic. You actually need to be concerned about what's going on. And you got to wait before you can really go or partake in the next level. Because I want you to have more growth before I give you more expansion. Because that's going to give you more maturity. So right now, I'm putting a lot of cautions and limits in front of you. Then you got Pluto over here saying, I'm finna resurrect probably some people up from your past, okay? To see how far in your maturity level, okay? And how many limits are you going to impose on people from your past here? And you're going to want to get to the heart of the matter when I resurrect these things. Now, it may not just be somebody from your past. It can be troubles that was already in your relationship right now, okay? And y'all kind of swept it up under the rug, didn't want to talk about it, really tried to avoid the situation, really wanted to, like a two of swords, keep your blinders on, and didn't really want to see the person for really who and what they were, okay? You really had some type of fantasize around the person like they was really all that, okay? but in a relationship, they really wasn't doing anything. Okay. So this is something that Pluto is saying, now is going to be a do or die moment. Now is the time to really talk about this. Either we're going to be together or we're not. Okay. And so one of you is going to need to want to try and take control of the situation. Okay. And then it's going to be a power struggle. Wow. I think I should have stayed asleep for a little bit longer. All right, we're going to use, now I know why they wanted me to use the soul purpose cards, because I already got them ready. I'm sorry about that if y'all hear that in the background. I do have my window up, so I see that as an omen that the universe agrees with what I'm saying here. We had a flipper. Okay, see, cycles. This is actually the moon cycle card here. Is it the moon or the sun? I believe it's the moon, okay? Because it's the moon is about 30-day cycles, okay? But it came up in reverse. So the first thing that tells me, and remember for my Vesta scopes, you can switch the energy, the bottom row, top row. So the first card out is the moon, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You can be that, or you still have it in your chart, or the person that you're thinking about, okay? Now, the moon cycles is next to the sense of selling out, okay? And we just talked about Pluto, about having that sense of obsession or trying to have control issues or power struggles, okay? That can be really within yourself or about yourself or about the person or situation that you're dealing with right now. And usually you would notice, especially if they're a water sign, or you should start to notice if you have been watching my videos, because I say it all the time about water signs go through really 30-day cycles according to the moon. Okay. I say it all the time, like they will be okay the first 1 or 2 weeks in the month, and then closer toward the mid-month, toward the end, okay, they will start to mask their feelings. They will not reveal their feelings. They don't want to talk about their feelings. And they kind of like isolate themselves. And it's kind of like talking to a brick wall. And you're really trying to get to the heart of the matter. And you don't want to resurrect or to kind of bring up things from the past, that they always are doing this type of thing, because it's going to lead into an argument or power struggle. Okay. And in a way, this top row of energy is saying that I'm selling myself out by continuing to not take my blinders off and see these type of emotional cycles that you be going through. Okay. Now this talk can even be to yourself. Now we had letting go to come out here. Okay. So according to Pluto, this can be getting to the heart of the matter. Okay. Now if we're going to put K2 or North Node into this, the universe is saying, yes, you're noticing these cycles or emotional cycles that you're having within yourself or with this other person. But you feel like you're selling out if you keep trying to deal with this person or stay in this type of relationship, or even not evaluate and take care of these things within yourself. Okay. So do not worry. Now is the time to let go of this sense that you are feeling. Okay, now let's put Saturn in the mix. Be realistic. You need to be concerned about how you or the other person, okay, is not showing you their emotions, because you're selling yourself out and not letting go of this relationship, because you have gained a lot more maturity, okay, from past relationships and from things that you have been through before. So you need to look and understand and be realistic about this caution that this person or this situation is showing you. Okay. Bottom of the deck is entrapment in reverse. I'm only going to get 3 because this reading is already going in depth. So it seems like it's going to be a little longer than 18 minutes. But I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. So entrapment in reverse, which also can be the devil card, okay, or Capricorn. This person do not want to feel, in a sense, that this relationship or the way that this relationship or situation is playing out, or they want to feel like they're not selling themselves out in a way by not having or feeling a sense of entrapment in this situation. Okay, should they let go? Should they stay and continue to have faith and do not worry? Because now is the time to really see and to resurrect and get to the heart of the matter. Okay, let's get for the second row here. We had the first card to hit the floor. Just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get two. We got freedom next. Oh, we had one to flip and I didn't see it. Control issues. Okay. And that itself is what Pluto is trying to let you to notice and to pay attention about in this relationship, about a union. Or can be a marriage. All right, so we have beauty also here, which can, this card can stand for Venus, or which is still the Empress, okay? And Venus right now is actually sitting in Virgo, because I do follow Vedic Sidereal. So Venus, Mars, Mercury is all in, and the Sun is all in Virgo right now for my channel up until October the 18th. And then we'll be moving into Libra season. Okay. All right. So just paying attention to this bottom row here. Okay. Somebody or both of you all is either in a union, in a marriage, or is trying to get to that next level and become a union, okay, a partnership or a long-term partnership or situation together, commitment, okay. But somebody is wanting a sense of freedom. Now, the way that these cards, and I hope that you can see them, the way that these cards are looking and facing each other, this is how you learn to read oracle cards and tarot, okay? Now, the freedom is facing that way, away from the control issues, okay? Now, we already said that this is the energy that Pluto, okay, an obsession with, and a power struggle and the need of control. Okay? This is why control came out. This is why freedom came out. About the obsession with you or the other person, or it can be just anybody in this other person's life, that they want a sense of freedom from everybody that is trying to, in a way, have an obsession over them, of a need to control them. Okay? And you see the puppeteer here manipulating the puppet here and controlling them how they want them to move. Okay? And this person or this bottom row is really want to be their authentic self as the Empress. And that's what the Empress is. She stays her authentic self. She has unconditional love. She shows unconditional love. She is like the mother energy. She is Mother Gaia. So she is the beauty queen. So this energy or bottom row still can represent a divine masculine energy. Okay. Just because you see the beauty queen here doesn't mean it has to be a female. Okay, this bottom row still will have yin energy along with yang, yin and yang. Okay, so their emotional side of their self, or their yin side of their self, their energy of receiving is really not being met. It's more being met with limitations and caution that they really are living in that energy, because the universe is saying that by Saturn, you really need to be concerned and be realistic about the level of control that you allow people to have over you. Okay? And this person is starting to get this information, this inclination, because they want freedom from it. Okay? Now, if you want to break it down quickly, somebody that's in a marriage or partnership is wanting freedom or has just gotten some freedom, and it was over control issues. Now I could break it down real ghetto for you if you want me to, but I'm trying to kind of stretch out the reading here because it's been all over power struggles, a need for control, and somebody has an obsession of having control over other people. And this is what keeps being resurrected in and about the relationship. And right now, it came to a do or a die moment. Okay. And this is why now that Pluto is being activated, that things are being resurrected and things need to get to the heart of the matter. And now it's a do or die moment because somebody is thinking of getting freedom or leaving this relationship and or marriage, or they already did it. Okay. And now they feel beautiful, authentic. They're going out, they're having fun. They do feel like a sense of freedom. You see how both of the energies are just free-hearted now and not feeling how this card looks all black and gloomy and sad and obsessed and control. Now you can see the difference of the energies in the card here. Okay. Now, if this is your situation and this is you up here at the top, it's like if you were the one that had some type of control issues, and look, we all do to some extent, even when we're in marriages, relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, a sense of control over our children, okay? A sense of control if you're a business owner and you have employees. We all have that small amount of level of control issues. Now, but it can get to a point where that it comes to a do or die moment, because it also depends on how long that this has been going on in this relationship where nobody has a sense of freedom, where that they can really be their authentic self, where they can feel beautiful on the inside so it exude on the outside. Okay, this is why Saturn's saying be realistic and be concerned about this, because this is really affecting your life. It's imposing limits and caution on your life, that you are under a sense of control and that you have no sense of freedom. So are you going to understand and gain this level of maturity within yourself and to break free? Okay. But this top row is energy is saying that, am I selling myself out by letting go this relationship and or marriage or commitment? Because I don't want to feel with entrapment in reverse that I was giving a obsession over this other person. Okay? I don't want to feel like I'm entrapping myself or that I was entrapping the other person also. Because a lot of the times I was not revealing my emotions and my feelings to this other person. So that also had some limits imposed on this bottom row of energy, that in a way, my lack of showing my emotions and feelings had control issues over them, because they really didn't know how to move about. Because if they moved about the wrong way, then in a sense, I would feel like they didn't love me. The Virgo card in reverse. And like I told y'all the other day, and or probably yesterday, you know that the Emperor is the opposite of the Virgo card, the Hermit. So when the Emperor that came up in yesterday's Vesta scope, that came up in reverse, that did not understand or know how to work the situation and try and still make the best decision that they knew how, That's why the Emperor was in reverse. Now today the Hermit is also in reverse, where that when the Emperor says no, then also the Hermit is going to say no. Okay? So the Hermit, in other words, in reverse, has finally understood their emotions and the cycles of their emotions and what type of limits and things that has been taking place in their life for a very long time that they probably was worrying about at some point in time, because the Hermit would have never came out. Okay? Because the Hermit looks for wisdom and understanding of their feelings inside out. Okay? And remember, I already said that, all of these planets are in Virgo season right now. The Five of Cups in reverse. So this person don't feel like they selling their self out. They're not crying over spilt milk anymore. Okay? So that can tell you already why the Hermit card is in reverse. The Hermit has really realized now and has found their self, have understood their enlightenment of who and what they are now. Okay? And no, the Hermit says you are not selling yourself out by feeling left in a sense of sad and despair, crying over that you may miss this relationship. Okay? When I feel that both relationships or both people was taking a turn on both on each other. Okay? The Fool card, Pisces. So now this is a 50-50 chance of this person or this top row of energy of if they are deciding to let go of the situation. Because the Fool card will take a risk. They'll pack one of those little sling bags and put them a couple of pair of underwear and throw their toothbrush in it, okay? And say, you can have the rest of that shit. I'm gone. I know I've done it before. You know what I mean? Because my sanity and my emotions and my feelings mean more to me than feeling like a sense of entrapment or selling myself out to somebody also that may have control issues. Now, this can go vice versa. If it wasn't you having control issues, then it was this person down here that had control issues. This is why this entrapment card is in reverse. You're not going to entrap me anymore, okay? By me holding my feelings in, not being able to reveal my feelings to you, having to turn inward as the Hermit card to try and get enlightenment on why you have such a control issues over me in our marriage, in our relationship. Did I sell myself out by even being in this marriage or relationship? I really want to let go. So now this card here has the Fool card that may have a new beginning, a new start soon. It's a 50-50 chance. Because right now they're freeing up their schedule, okay, to not be as busy, as also a sense of entrapment. Okay? Being entrapped by going to work so much, overworking, putting too much hard work and dedication into a relationship that has control issues. Okay? Probably being the breadwinner for the relationship or the marriage here. Okay? Where that they felt like they were selling themselves out. Because when you get married or in a union, it's a partnership. It's not that you take care of all the bills and I have a sense of freedom. It's not that. If you want that, then you need to stay in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship where that you have your own place or I have my own place. You take care of your light bill. I take care of my light bill. Sometimes I give you money. Sometimes you give me money. Sometimes you pay for dinner or activities and sometimes I do. Okay? That's a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. But when you're in a union or marriage, you don't make, even if it's the divine masculine, okay? You also are supposed to help out as being in a union because it is a partnership. And I didn't even see that we had Cancer that was at the bottom of the deck here, which I said Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, with the Moon card coming out here. Okay? And it says, use your intuition to protect. Attitudes from the past about and results from the history. So that also tells me that you or the other person, somebody needs to pay more attention to their intuition to protect them right now. How they did things in the past or expected people to be in the past is not going to work for their future. They also have the Four of Cups. Okay. So this bottom row of energy is saying that I'm an illusion about my union, marriage, or long-term commitment here. I'm really only trying to see the Ace of Cups. I'm trying to see the Ace of Cups, so possibly a new love that the universe is trying to show me, okay? But I'm really sad over this union or other things from my past, what I just said about the Cancer card here, that I don't want to see a new start, even as the Fool card. Because right now, all I see is that why is this union a huge illusion to me? Because that's really what the Four of Cups is. It's an illusion of why you're feeling sad and depressed. Because once you go to the 4, you go to the 5. Hopefully not, okay? But it shows here in a reading that somebody was already sad and depressed in this relationship and or marriage anyway, okay? That's why the Freedom card came out. They wanted a sense of freedom. They wanted to be free. They wanted to actually be divorced. They was tired of all the things in that particular union or situation that had so much control over their life. It may not necessarily been that the top row was giving out control issues. It was just the fact of this union, okay, had too much control over their life. They want to be free. I see see, 2 cards came out and I wasn't going to take them. So now we got the 5 of Cups, what this person has here, next to the 9 of Swords. Okay? So now this person is like, if I take this sense of freedom, am I going to regret it? Because I'm already sad and depressed. But if I do take this leap of faith, or if I decide to break free, or if this person has already left this relationship, okay, now that I have my freedom, am I going to regret it? So right now, what they are going through is sleepless nights, things racing around in their head, okay, which is now controlling them. The bottom of their deck, well, they got the King of Pentacles, okay, where that they're going to be fine. They're just going through a little of withdrawal type of energy, okay? Everybody does that when you break up or get a divorce. I know I'm divorced, okay? But that was over 20-something years ago. But yes, everybody feels like that at the beginning. But remember, I said that the universe is already offering this person a new love in their life. Okay? Which can be another strong union or marriage coming up for this person. Remember that even though you may have a relationship or marriage with somebody, okay? Even though we try to plan it out as humans to, oh, I'm going to live with this person for the rest of my life till I die. And I say this all of the time. Even though that's what you wanted to do and you made that choice, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that may not be according to your artistic records of who you supposed to spend the rest of your life with. Now, it was good and everything because you chose and that's what you picked. but it may not be necessarily of your life path of who and what you're supposed to be and to become for your future, for your path, for your spirit. So, excuse me. Somebody need to clear their throat chakra. Because somebody is crying over, okay, that it did not work out. Now, we have vanity to go here, okay? Somebody has been talking like, okay, well, if we're going to break up, then I'm finna become and be this type of beauty queen where I'm finna go out, I'm finna have fun. I possibly may pop some bottles because I need to be seen by everybody in the world as a sense of vanity, okay? Now, this person or this bottom row of energy, they may totally switch up, okay? They may start to talk different because this is communication, the throat chakra. They may start to look different. They may change their hair. They may start to dress different. They may go out and buy a different car. They're going to really all of a sudden change everything about how they view stuff, how they view their self. They're going to start loving their self even more. Vanity, they're going to start spending more money on their self. They're going to become more flashy because what they're trying to do is to prove something to their self, that their self is still valuable. Okay? All right. Bottom of the deck is forgiveness will be had. Okay? Forgiveness is going to be had between both of you. It wasn't nothing but Saturn teaching you a life lesson about expansion and growth. It's just figured that somebody thought that they was going to be in a relationship forever. But remember, like I say all the time, when you die, okay, you don't go to your spouse, you go to God. So you really don't belong to nobody here on this earth anyway. A child's mama, a baby daddy, okay? You even no longer belong to your parents once you get a certain age, okay? Yes, they're still your parents, but after a certain point of time, even when you die, you don't even go to your parents. You go to the entity that created you. So really, nobody at the end of the day has control over you, okay? All of this stuff is really man-made type of energy that we consist and that we live up under here on earth. Okay? Because God can come and take us at any moment. We do not have control over anything, not even our life. We may feel that we have a sense of control over the people we choose to marry or to be in a relationship with. Yeah, you got that small amount of control. But when you got things like Saturn and K2 in play, okay, and Venus and other type of planets that was here way before we was even created, okay, that energy is playing out, really ruling us as spiritual individuals. The top row had wisdom here. Like I said, this was a learning lesson that was brought on by Saturn as a way to teach you, for you to learn more wisdom, more understanding, okay? That everything that you pick ain't beautiful. Some things that you pick may only be because of vanity, okay? A lot of these relationships now are built off of money. That's it. A lot of people get in marriages and relationships now because of what that other person can give and do for them as a sense of stability and money. It's rarely be about love. This is the wisdom through their heart chakra that they are learning now. Okay. Let's end it with some emotional cards here. Thank you so much for visiting me today for the Vesta scope. Make sure you come back and tune in for tomorrow. I don't know what the readings are going to be. Okay. I just do what I'm told and I just read the cards. So hopefully You know, nobody is going through this, but you know, it's part of life. And if this was me, then I'd rather it happen so I can move on with my life and to be happy. Okay? I don't want to be in no type of relationship that's all about money. See, socializing, join in again. And there's no love. Because you really didn't see any present love cards to come out. What you seem to come out is wisdom, understanding, a life lesson, wanting a new start, feeling like I don't want to be entrapped no more. I'm feeling sad and depressed in my marriage or relationship. If I decide to take my freedom and leave this relationship or marriage, am I going to cry over spilt milk? Because am I going to find anybody else that will let me control them? The bottom row got socialize and join in again. Whoever this bottom row is, the universe has some other things for them to do. Okay? I'm just putting it out there. Socialize or join in. It says make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So whatever this person down here at the bottom is going through, okay? And I had already called out that the universe is trying to offer them a new love, a new beginning, okay? And they will be stable. They will be able to take care of themselves, okay? They will even become more grounded. They're probably able to stack more money. But I see this King of Pentacles was probably already the person that was really taking care of everything anyway, or he wouldn't have came out, okay? Because this top row of energy had the Two of Pentacles, which means that they stayed busy doing a lot of other stuff. The Two of Pentacles means that I'm really not available, but that don't mean I'm actually working. Okay? So this bottom row of energy is saying get out, socialize, join in. Okay? Get out of your head, Nine of Swords. Get off your knees. Stop crying over spilt milk. Okay? If the relationship is over, it's over. Mourn it, forgive yourself, forgive them, and look out because the universe is about to bring somebody else in. Okay. Now the top row actually had the green card to come out. You see what I'm saying? They learned a hard lesson through their heart chakra, which is the recovery of health and wellness, is what they're is going through and learning. Okay. Their heart chakra is healing, but they have a new start and new beginning too. So both of you was just really tying up each other's time that's why Pluto say it's a do or die moment. Now is the time to get to the heart of the matter. This obsession, this power struggle, this need for control, all of this need to stop. And Saturn stepped in and said, "You right." Because somebody needs to be more concerned and somebody need to be more realistic. But Saturn also is urging this other person to kind of want to stay in a relationship before they can leave. Okay, so that time is going to be different for everybody. So I feel that the North Node card is for the top row here that says have faith, do not worry. Now is the time to have your new start, new beginning. Because the Fool card does say it's a 50-50 chance on if I'm going to let this relationship go or if I'm going to stay in it. Okay? Because the Fool card really will take off. They will risk anything to have a new start. Bottom of the deck is let yourself feel all of your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. Okay? The whole point of this whole reading is the Moon card. To let yourself feel all of your emotions. Some of this can even be taking place around the full moon, which is around the 13th. If it haven't happened already. So for some of you, that's a heads up that this situation may be coming into play for you. Okay. And since I've already kind of gone over the situation, just let your intuition tell you what to do. Your intuition is not going to tell you wrong. If you're ready to go, go. Your spirit knows what's best for you. You may not feel that you know best for yourself right now because you're emotional, but your spirit knows actually where it truly wants to be. Okay? That's it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.